Picture the Kabuki Desert in northern China, a vast empty sea of sand, its golden waves rolling endlessly beneath the sky. Here, wind-blown dust buries farmland and chokes cities, turning once fertile fields into barren wastelands. For generations, the desert's relentless advance has threatened homes and food supplies for millions. The government needed a bold solution, one that went beyond tree planting and machines. Enter an unlikely hero, the humble rabbit. In a daring experiment, China relocated 1.2 million rabbits into the heart of the desert, hoping these small animals could make a big difference. Rabbits, with their burrowing and foraging, could help loosen the soil and encourage new plants to grow. This was a gamble on nature's resilience, and a testament to the power of thinking differently when the stakes are highest. Why rabbits? These creatures are nature's tiny engineers, perfectly suited for restoring broken landscapes. Rabbits are herbivores that graze on tough, invasive plants, clearing space for native vegetation to thrive. Their droppings are rich in nutrients, naturally fertilizing the barren soil as they move. This cycle, eating, fertilizing and moving, turns sterile sand into living soil. But their real superpower is digging. Rabbit burrows aerate the hard desert ground, allowing water and air to penetrate deep below the surface. This helps plant roots establish and access moisture, even in arid conditions. Through grazing, fertilizing and burrowing, rabbits transform the desert from the ground up. They're not just surviving, they're actively engineering a new ecosystem. Their work prepares the land for the next wave of recovery. That's why they were chosen. As pioneers, they make everything else possible. Sometimes the smallest creatures can spark the biggest changes. In the desert, rabbits became the first wave of life. Moving 1.2 million rabbits was just the beginning. The real challenge was managing their impact. Unchecked, rabbits could overgraze and create new problems. That's where local communities and scientists stepped in. Residents, trained as stewards, monitored rabbit populations and their effect on vegetation. Their traditional knowledge was invaluable, ensuring the animals spread out and didn't damage the land. Scientists brought modern tools, satellite data, soil tests, and ecological expertise to guide the project. Together, they determined the ideal number of rabbits per hectare for sustainable grazing. This partnership blended ancient wisdom with modern science. It wasn't a top-down order, but a grassroots effort built on shared responsibility. Daily care from locals, combined with scientific oversight, kept the project on track. Careful management prevented boom and bust cycles, and ensured the rabbits remained a force for good. The result, a living experiment in ecological harmony. People and nature, working side by side, began to heal the land. No one knew what to expect, but within a year, the results were astonishing. The once barren desert began to turn green, so much so, the change was visible from space. Satellite images showed dramatic patches of green where there had only been sand. Scientists and locals alike were amazed. Hardy grasses and shrubs flourished, thanks to the rabbits digging and fertilizing. Seeds dormant for years finally sprouted. For many villagers, it was the first time they'd seen green shoots in places barren for generations. The air cleared, the soil firmed, and hope returned to communities once threatened by sand. The Rabbit Project became a symbol of nature-based solutions, proving that sometimes the simplest ideas spark the greatest change. China's fight against desertification is massive. The Great Green Wall, launched in 1978, stretches for thousands of kilometers, planting billions of trees to halt the Gobi Desert's advance and protect communities. The Maowusu Desert is now over 93% restored, and NASA data shows China is responsible for a quarter of the world's new green leaf area. Rabbits play a unique role, digging and burrowing. They help make the soil fertile for new growth. Together, people and nature are reclaiming the desert, proving transformation is possible, even in the harshest places. China's battle against the desert isn't just about rabbits and trees, it's also about cutting-edge technology. Scientists have developed a plant-based cellulose paste that binds sand, helping it retain water and nutrients. In the Ulaanbaatar Desert, this innovation turned barren sand into productive farmland, growing rice, corn, and even watermelons. The process uses less water and fertilizer than traditional farming. Drip irrigation systems and sand barriers further protect young plants and stabilize dunes. These technologies, combined with natural solutions, accelerate the greening process. It's a comprehensive approach: biology, engineering, and community effort. By blending tradition with innovation, China is reclaiming the desert. The result is a model for sustainable land restoration. Nature and science side by side are making the impossible possible. China's success has caught the world's attention. Countries from Africa to Central Asia are studying its model for fighting desertification. China is sharing its expertise, training technicians from dozens of nations. But large-scale greening raises important questions. What about native desert species? How will new forests affect local climates? Over 2 billion people live in drylands. Their cultures and livelihoods must be respected. The challenge is to halt man-made desertification while preserving natural deserts. China's experience offers both a blueprint and a caution-balance innovation with responsibility. Global cooperation is vital as climate change makes deserts expand. The world is watching and learning. The Rabbit Project is more than an ecological experiment. It's a lesson in creative problem-solving. Sometimes the best solutions are simple and rooted in nature. The project's success came from teamwork, government vision, scientific precision, and local knowledge. This synergy is a model for any environmental challenge. The story offers hope. Positive change is possible, even in the harshest places. It proves humans can be agents of healing, not just destruction. With determination and respect for nature, we can restore balance to our world. The fight isn't over, but China's progress is a beacon for others. Even in the desert, life can return, with a little help from its friends. The lesson: be bold, work together, and trust in nature's resilience.